Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great ball, and he's in here. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Timber did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's gone back to the keeper. And the pass is intercepted. This looks promising. Now it's Neymar. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bernardo Silva gets a foot in here, and there's his chance to lead the counter. First quarter of an hour gone. Deco, and here's Mbappe. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Bernardo Silva, upright and purposeful. Can he get on the end of this? Messi! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And it's Bernardo Silva. And this is Bernardo Silva. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Deco. And here's Berbatov. Tries to play it through. Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises...
He's had a shot! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's well spotted. Yaya Toure. Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Bernardo Silva. Looking tidy in possession here. Neymar! And the keeper read that really well.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And this is Hullet. Guti. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He has a look up. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's got away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Deco. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Deco cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Deco. That's very neat. That is a brilliant interception. Nedved. Bernardo Silva. And this is Hullet. Deco. Berbatov. And the shot! Goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man.
And that is indeed the final act. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Turkey go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we get things going again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Decent chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
And it's been taken short. No way through, so back it comes. And the shot! Gorgeous from Guti! A finish of true class! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty. Mbappe! Bernardo Silva.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neymar. Some really good ball movement. Yaya Toure.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got...
Nedved! Well read, nice interception.
The attendance for this match was 80,953.
Threads one in. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Guti.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He has found a way through. Deco. He's found some space. And it's Neymar. Very nicely done. Now that's a lovely exchange. And that's gone loose. Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Neymar. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. That's good play. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And this is big chance! And that's a good finish. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's neat. And Bernardo Silva! Conte. Bernardo Silva. That's an excellent interception. Maradona. Now it's Rooney, looking for the run. And it's Royce. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Rooney.
Turkey really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Pinches it off him. Oh, now he can run away with it. Plenty to aim at here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That has been cut short. Looking to play him in, and this is Rooney. Maradona. Neymar. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's
2
Neymar.
minutes has been indicated.
And he's being shifted off it. Here's Maradona. Cafu. Rijkaard. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Messi. Maradona. Ah, that's a fine interception. And that will be it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Turkey desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Turkey against Portugal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, if you ever needed proof that Gareth Bale is a big match player, you only need to look back to that famous night in Kiev, Peter.
Oh, quite so. Brought on just after the hour, wasn't he? And within a couple of minutes, he put his team ahead. Shoots! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So, a breakthrough already. Timber promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos, Goulet, and it's Gerrard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down.
Towering header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Oh, can he get onto this? Rijkaard. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Goulet. Tries one from range. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Vinicius Junior, and this is Ronaldo. Chance here to counter. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's on it, can he get away? Terrific effort! No, not the best of headers.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Looking for the run. That's a good foray he's making. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Arda Güler. Gerrard. Shot a goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's played it back. Cafu. An instinctive delivery. Ronaldo finds himself offside. Bernardo Silva. And it's Messi. Lovely bit of skill. Messi! Goal! Turkey! And they've got their lead back. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Now that looks a decent ball. And he plays one through. And that could well leave a mark. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. He's Not got that quite right. Now there's a fine ball. Messi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Gerrard. And they can counter here. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And he's gone backward here. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Gerrard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Right card! Oh, horrible miscue.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Timber wins the duel this time. Could move up a gear here. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Nedved. Messi. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through. Now it's
2
Goulet.
minutes has been
Looking to
indicated.
play him in.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Turkey are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And he cuts out the supply. The counter is on for Portugal. Now it's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival.
Portugal clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
He's got away. Pass somewhat off target. And the counter is on. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And no, that was never going to make it. Timber. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he welcomes it in. And he's cut it out. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's gone all the way through to the keeper.
The attendance for this match was 80,000.
Looking for options for movement. Ball in towards the middle. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Hullet.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Bernardo Silva. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get onto this? And he's got his range wrong there. Oh, given away. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence. Neither... Oh, that's ambitious! Just about up to 75 minutes. Stood up well to him there. Knocks it in. Chance! Well taken goal. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Substitution for Turkey, number 15.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Portugal drag themselves back again.
Portugal really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Number 17.
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Substitution.
And here's Del Piero. And Hullet! Goal! Turkey! And again they hit the front. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Turkey with the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they can counter here. Now, can they get him away? Can he finish? That's another chance. And he's stuck it away. They have stolen level at the last. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Has been indicated.
And here's Foden. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bale. Kimmich. Oh, that's a key interception. And we're done. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then? noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Turkey against Besiktas.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how... Chance! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a promising position, lofted in, tries to get it clear. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Turkey leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he hits the net. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Gerrard. He's having a hit! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's played through for him. And it is a corner. Turkey with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bullish header! Harmlessly behind. Great ball if he can get there. Good read, needed to be. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's made its way to him. Passing is crisp and sharp. We expected better, and so did he. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in, and it's Azar. Now, what about a counter-attack? Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Gerrard. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved tries to pass it through. A lot of space ahead of him. Big chance! Has another go! He's got away with one there. Well read, nice interception. Yaya Toure. And it's Nedved. Nedved running with the ball. Shevchenko. And this is Hazard. Oh, now he can run away with it. Hazard! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Turkey have the chance to go the other way. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Cafu. And here's Hazard. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And this is Shevchenko. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
1 minute added time.
He's shifting through the gears here. And Hullet! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This possibly the last play of the half. Deftly away. And that is the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. The midway point of the game.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Turkey are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And it's Messi. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And they're quick to get it back. Gerrard. And here's Hazard. And he's lost his man here. He won't be happy with that one. Picked out brilliantly. Messi! Goal! Besiktas! And the comeback is complete. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Besiktas have their lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now it's Hazard. Oh, well played. Turkey really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. And here's Hullet. He's picked his way through. Del Piero.
Turkey really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Gerrard. Tries from distance. And he couldn't quite find the target.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Yaya Toure. And here's Hullet. Shot a goal!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cafu. Cafu charging forward down that flank. Cafu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Can he get it through? Half an hour gone in the second half.
Besiktas surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Gerrard. That's good running with the ball, and he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Hazard. Cafu. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. He is through here. Flashes it across. Oh, well played, well played.
Besiktas really wanted that two-goal cushion.
Great chance! And that's a tidy finish. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
It's Asa!
There will be 1
And
minute
a
at a time.
terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Turkey did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass.
And a quick reminder today, everybody.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Turkey desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action.
I don't think there's a player out there, Peter, who is as tactically flexible as Francesco Totti. Of course, we know him best as a number 10 or a deeper line forward.
And does history record him as the first player really to play that kind of false nine role?
Yeah, I think that's right. And he was able to do that because of his great physicality to go with that wonderful technique. Who would have thought at the time that he would start a global trend, one that's become a standard now in leagues all around the world?
Trailblazer.
Absolutely.
Some really good ball movement, great defending, strong and determined. Ruben Dias. Totti. Rijkaard does well not to be outdone there. And it's Totti.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Look at the space here. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, that's well spotted. Panucci. Totti. Mbappe. Mbappe, decent chance! It's there! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Kimmich. And it's Kimmich. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Turkey are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pullet powering forward here. And Pullet! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Alexander-Arnold. Stood up well to him there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aimed beyond the defence. Totti unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi. Shot a goal! Maradona. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. There's the shot! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Turkey restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Maradona. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And it's Totti. Always goal side. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Hullet.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Hullet. Kimmich. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yamal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now that's well seen too.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Upamecano. Ruben Dias. Kimmich. And it's Totti. Knocks it into space. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Now, can they get him away? Skims one in. And that's the keeper's ball. Yaya Toure.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Del Piero. Yamal gets a foot in here. And we've reached half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so we're off again. Kimmich. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Serginho. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Kimmich. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hullet running with the ball. Kimmich. Totti. Played into space. Oh, delightful ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And this is Hullet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Maradona being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process.
Del Piero! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism.
It's Couch! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, goes for a shot! And that's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Turkey now in a position far more desirable.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And that is a little undercooked. Gullit on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a third.
He looks a really hungry player right now. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Thuram. It's a pretty loose pass. Now that looks a decent ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Kimmich. And he's had it nicked away. That's Maradona. Messi. And this is Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Maradona. Maradona will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Gullit, pinches it off him.
Gullit really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Gullit. He's going to be disappointed with that. Nicely spread. Maradona tries to play it through. That's a little off target. And it's Nedved. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now he's got space here. Panucci is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Maradona, and here's Gullit, and this is Del Piero. Kimmich, Totti, and he's there to retrieve it. And it's Serginho. 2 minutes to be added on. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Gullit voted man of the match and deserved.